Okay, so there is a number from this weekend that should probably stop you in your tracks. The number 7. On January 17th, 2026, Mamadi Doumbouya was inaugurated as the president of Guinea Conakry. But here's the kicker. He isn't serving a 4 or 5 year term like most of his neighbors. He's the first to trigger Guinea's brand new constitution, which sets a single massive 7-year term. Now on the surface, this looks like just another political ceremony. But if you look closer, this wasn't just an inauguration. It was a high-stake family reunion. Leaders from Nigeria, Rwanda, South Africa, and even the ECOWAS Commission were all there in one room. The question isn't just who won the election, it's why the rest of Africa is suddenly betting so heavily on a man who just spent 4 years in military uniform. What did they see in Conakry? What made them to think the 7-year experiment is a key to West Africa's stability? To understand why this matters, you have to look at the mess West Africa has been in. For the last few years, we've seen the alliance of the Sahel states, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, basically walk away from the table. They left ECOWAS, leaned into Russia, and they created a massive hole in regional trade. Guinea was supposed to be part of that rebel group, but something changed. While the others stayed in transition, Guinea held a referendum in September 2025. They rewrote the rules and chose a path back into the fold. There is an old African proverb: the person who has been bitten by a snake flinches at a piece of rope. For decades, West Africa has been beaten by forever presidents. So why did they just approve a 7-year term? Because it is a trade-off. One long single term in exchange for a hard exit from military rule. It's a gamble that stability is worth more than a quick election cycle. Now, let's look through a strategic lens. Who wins here? Number 1, Nigeria. Vice President Shettima was right there in the front row. Why? Because Nigeria needs a stable Guinea to keep the Sahel contagion from spreading. 2, the mining giants. Guinea sits on the world's largest bauxite reserve. You can't build a green energy revolution without Guinea's mineral. 7 years of one leader means 7 years of predictable contracts. But there are also losers too. The opposition in Conakry is worried. 7 years is a long time if things go south, and the alliance of the Sahel states, they just lost the biggest potential ally. Guinea choosing ECOWAS over the rebel alliance effectively isolates the junta in Mali and Niger. This isn't just about one country. This is about the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. You can't have a free trade zone if your neighbors are constantly switching between coup and constitutions. What we saw this week was ECOWAS trying to prove that their style of democracy still works. They are betting that if they can make Guinea a success story, with those 7 years of stability, they can tempt the other rebel states back into the table. It's a difference between a temporary fix and a structural shift. So here's what I'm watching. Does this 7-year term actually bring the investment Guinea's been promised? Or does it just create a new kind of strongman role? West Africa has chosen a new path. Now comes the hard part. Making it work for the person on the streets in Conakry, not just the leaders in the stadium. What do you think? Is a 7-year term a smart move for stability or a dangerous precedent? Drop your thoughts below. If you want more deep dives into the strategies shaping our continent, hit subscribe. My name is Venkat and this is the Strategic Lens. See you in the next one. Bye.